Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Okay, everyone, let's roll the die. Let's see what's coming up for Twin Flames today. I think I'm actually going to pick a Lenormand card first, too, before we start the reads. All right, so we have Scorpio here. Whoops. Where'd you go? So Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio came up. And the number 12. And the sun. So we have the sun here. All right, which sun can also be Leo, and 12 can also be the hangman, which is traditionally Pisces, but for me is more Capricorn. And then we have Scorpio. So there seems to be some squaring energy here between Scorpio and Leo. And then the completion of the cycle. And actually, the clock was at 9:12 to 9:13, which is all about ending numbers there, transitioning. So there's definitely that transition energy. All right, let's see what the Lenormand deck has to say for us this morning. There were definitely some fun messages that were coming up last night with Lenormand. And I'll show you the reads. All right, what is the energy starting out the read from the Lenormand deck? Lenormand referee for the Twin Flames. I guess rumor has it, there's definitely tweeting going on here regarding the Divine Feminine and the fox looking back and taking a gamble. Look at that. Look what else comes up. Well, first this, okay? So again, like what I just said, you notice the feminine and the fox are both looking back, but ready to roll the die, which I just did, and 5 and 6 come up here, which is 11. But I'm also seeing 2, 3, 4, shut the door on the past. The underlying energy here is the star, which is also 16 in this deck, but shining your light, healing, bright. And then we also have then a letter that opens that contains the key to open the cage in order to look closer. So somebody might be, rumor has it, the Divine Feminine or the woman thinking romantically, looking back, and now the fox also looking back, now taking a gamble or taking a second look, sending a letter, which is the key to opening the gate to seeing, magnifying, to seeing the details of what actually is occurring or happened. And there may be some cross to bear, or, there's mice around the house chewing everything apart. Okay, so what is that for each person? And then regarding the time collapse of timelines and the coming together here in order to anchor the timelines in. Very interesting. Okay, so really nice message there. And then here we're going to look at and the timeline's anchoring in has been coming up big time the past couple days. So we have the union read here with the 4D, 5D. Sorry, it's so fluffy. Let's see if I can get some of that off there. Okay. So the 4D, 5D, 6D, the divine feminine on the left, divine masculine on the right, the bridge between them in the middle, the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energies, and the closing energies. And then the read in front of you, and these are both the Syrian Starseed deck, for those of you not familiar. This is the main read for the twin flames. And then here's the complete 7-deck read in front of you. Again, as a general read for the twin flames. So if something doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. There's a lot of messages, and they're not going to be for everyone. You need to discern, feel into what actually does resonate with you, so you can make your own deduction. All right, so we're going to get into the union read first, 4D, 5D, 6D. Something about love, something like love, and also the energy of like perhaps changing, a couple people leaving, but like who leaves first. And also BLISS came up in the movie last night. And I ended up writing a new song last night as well, which was really cool, which I think I'm going to call BLISS. So the union read, for today, which is June 21st, 2021, was done at 12:34 to 5, which is 12:34 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, shut the door, which just came up in the dice. And then to 35, which is the wounded warrior and the surrender. We had the 3 of Pentacles and the underlying energies, the Ace of Pentacles in the center of the read, and the 6 of Pentacles at the end. The co-creation in exposing the triquetra, the triangle of the sun, moon, and new earth, the diamond in the rough, freshly exposed in a new light with natural balance. The 3rd with hands out, or are they offering their energy healing? The incoming divine feminine is justice, the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. A workshop of divine, pi, Jew, big J, little j, and blind justice, divine, 6 expanding or subtracting from 7, 1 leading 3, another leading 6, in the 4 to 7 sweet spot of 369 Tesla response. Truth and balance breaking through to the other side at the place of co-creation, leading the way by rising above the drama, letting go of 1 if necessary, or 7th taking over the 6th, the journey with flame in hand. The phoenix rising to tango in the Middle East, the center and toward the divine feminine, slightly to the light, breaking dawn, the divine feminine warrior, and Shakti rises, her masculine side. At 12:46, which is the hanging man and the 6 of cups, the children hugging each other in this deck. In the 4D here is the 10 of pentacles, the 9 of swords, and the ace of cups. The divine feminine with the 10 of pentacles, family, business, community, or the world, or legacy. Garden of prayer, crystal garden. The divine masculine with the ace of cups, exuding love, bridging in the shade. Underground in the woods, where land and sea connect underground. Aqua love and Montagues, stressed or suffering in silence with 4D. After all, it's purgatory. 4D. The 5D here is the 8 of cups, ace of pentacles, and the wheel, the great wheel or the wheel of fortune. The divine feminine on the beach, watching Batman walk toward the water, leaving all emotions aligned. The divine masculine destined, Adam, come full circle, in 4D dance around earth and triquetra alignment, 3 planes of existence, bridging through the rock with stone breaking plant, The sword in the stone is the truth that makes it all gooey and soft inside, the break gone through to the other side. The diamond core exposed to the elements, peace and Mary Magdalene, buttercup yellow. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for UME. Remember, don't assume. And UME. The mule is half horse and half ass, Mr. Ed and his mutts. No ifs, ands, or buts. The divine feminine walking away, destined to create the diamond in the rough. The 60 here is transition, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. The divine feminine transition through the portal, the summer solstice, which is now, the 20th through the 22nd. The divine masculine steering committee at the helm of the energetic exchange in Color My World, meeting at 0 point at the other side, bridging its surrender to all that is, where the land meets the sea and the sand is the glass ceiling, the go-between, okay? And remember, glass is sand, so it is an element at 1 o'clock here, which is a lot of 0 energy of source embodiment behind the magician of the 1, the magician embodiment. The divine feminine here is heaven on earth. She went to land and he to sea, to meet at 0 point at the summer solstice. So again, the feminine usually comes up as the sea and the masculine as the land. So here they're swapping, like he went to the land to meet her, she went to the sea, or vice versa. He went to the sea to meet her, she went to the land to meet him, but crossed paths to experience the other side, heaven on earth. She went to land and he to sea, to meet at 0 point at the summer solstice here. The divine masculine here is self-love and spiritual love and new love, suddenly out of the deep aqua sea, clear and fresh, destined to arrows of love, in energetic exchange at 0 point. The bridge here is below ground to above ground, and then release to the cosmos, so it keeps rising. And the outgoing divine masculine is the ascending world in the right hand, and then disappearing coin trick of the Queen of Pentacles, hiding at present or hiding a gift. Open to flame, triquetra infecta, or triquetra trifecta of scales of justice, watching nature as well, which nature also makes you well, and the well has been coming up as one of the cards. So open to flame, triquetra trifecta of scales of justice matching nature as well, as 2 triangles reflecting then come together, which then makes the Merkaba, both sides with arrows pointing up and down, round and round, back and forth, in and out. The divine feminine balance of the 3 of Pentacles, the divine masculine scale balance of the 3 of Wands, the divine feminine Atlantis, the divine masculine Lemuria, so again switching to each other's energies to see if it's greener on the other side. The divine feminine leader of the pack and the divine masculine the woman behind the scenes to see what it means. An offer of a new life to co-create and balance, having experienced all the elements. So the number that came up from this read was 64, which is the 10 of Swords, the ending of pain and suffering, and eventually the bliss. The divine feminine had Libra and Scorpio on her side, and the 10 of Pentacles, the dream family, surrendering to an offer. Oh no, that's the middle here. The divine masculine had Libra and Pisces on his side with the Queen of Pentacles, and then what's between them is the surrender to an offer above and below. So then we had the horizontal pillars as 19, 9, and 36, which is the Sun, the Hermit, and the 10 of Wands. And then the vertical pillars are 3, 6, 7, 18, 12, 9, and 9, which is the 3 of the Empress, 6 of Lovers, 7 of the Chariot, 18 of the Moon, 12 of the Hangman, and then the 2 9s of 2 Chariots. But 99 is also compassion, but it's also representative of the 1% elite, and then the 99% collective consciousness here. So the message here of the Sunshine, Hermit, and Atlas, Bliss, Quantum of Solace, where the worst is over for James Bond, or James's Bond. So we have the abundant lovers, move or travel, Ascend at night to hang out, hermit to hermit in bliss. The Atlas or Empress and lovers moving to Cancer and Capricorn, or hermit and hermit. Compassion of the worst over in ending pain and creating bliss. Breaking on through to the other side was definitely the message here. With Pentacles, we had 3, 2, 1 jump, but then to the 10, which is the leap of faith. Then Queen 6, which is kind of like a chess move there of the Queen lovers. And then the Wands were 6, 7, 8, and then 3. So going through, increasing from leading the way to rising above and then walking away, or doing the 0 point dance, and then going back to 3 to expand even further from the home, expanding outside of it in order to lead the way again, but from a different perspective. The cups were coming up as the 8 dropping into 1, the 8 of skipping satisfaction of the 9 and 10 of cups in order to start over on the divine masculine side. The swords were just 9, which is that the pain is done. Manifesting 0 point for 5D new life, the divine feminine within the divine masculine, destined to love and passion, or leaving a home or a connection to a mother who has passed all alone. Now the divine feminine has gone through the transition. It's time to walk away from family, business, community, or home, heaven on earth, in order to step up one. Justice at work, leading the way and standing their ground and rising as the divine masculine manifesting 6D 0 point through exuding new love as the 4D bridge comes full circle, like the computer thinking in that circle where it finally completes and comes full circle. Completion then locks and seals the atom ant or Adam ant and triquetra of 3 planes of existence. Completion with the Queen of Pentacles and present to sharing, settling out, but ultimately balance in the end. So for the Syrian starseed deck, for the twin flame read, we cut that at 117, which is the Magician and the Star, for 621 today. So today's the 21 of the world, and also the, are we 32 today? Let's see, 27, 29, 31, yep, 32, which is the journeyman, the 6 of Wands, and the world. Take the world taking a journey, or a journey around the world. And at 127 to 28, which is the Ace of Wands and the 2 of Wands, or the third flame and the twin flames, we had the TH come up, or RH may also be coming up for some. TH for me is to the nth degree, or not the key in the lap dance, or like I said, dealing with RH factor. The completion of the read was 138, which is the Magician and the Queen of Cups, with transition as the major arcana, reflection, which is the transition is death, reflection is the Hermit, hanging man, solar deity, which is the sun, and strength, all came up as major arcana. After the read, the Lovers came up, guidance, which is the Hierophant, and Starseed, which is the Magician. We have 2 wands, 2 swords, 1 pentacle, and 1 cup. So well balanced, but just a little more wands and swords than pages and cups. With 2211, which is the Fool and Justice, truth and balance. There were no court cards in this read. Before the read was the King of Pentacles, rather, and that was it, the King of Pentacles. And since the King of Cups just came up, maybe he's got a lot of water in his chart. But the King of Pentacles is the only court card over this read, and none in the main part of the read. So we had triple ones, double twos, threes, fives, and sixes. So ones were big regarding the new start, with the 22 of the Fool, 33 of the Journeyman, the 7 of Wands, the Christ Vibration, the 55 of the Truth, Excalibur, the Ace of Swords, and the 66 of the Queen of Pentacles, the grounding mechanism here. The 8 of the Dance, between the masculine and feminine, the inner and outer strength, and the manifestation of your dreams. So the code line here is all about karmic completion and completion. So double completion. So if you weren't sure about the first completion, there was like a second door closed just to make sure, which was so weird because I was getting the images of double doors to the bedrooms. Like if anyone tried to push a door down, that they wouldn't get through because there'd be another door right behind it to open. It was really weird, like a double door lock instead of a double lock. And so here's that same energy coming up regarding completion. If you didn't think it was done, there's another completion done back to back to make sure it's sealed. The code line here was all about the number 19 of the sun through 11 and 8, which is justice and the dance, or truth, balance, and the manifestation of your dreams, inner and outer strength. And the numbers, the other numbers that came up besides 20 to 11 and the triple and double numbers and the number 8 were 12 of the Hangman, 25 of the Knight of Wands, 56 of the Two of Swords, 68 of the Page of Pentacles, 23 of the King of Wands, and 35, which is the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands. So the messages come up like this. Ma to the nth degree, turned up, air conditioning a lot, acing or just one truth, justice of blind men and orphans, leaving so they can complete the karmic completion. Empty or math cue or sound or toggling up alternating currents or air conditioning as one or part, a share of fate. A sound comes up here as well. Acing the truth and walking away and within. So or soul, karmic completion. Completion, twice. The empty one, presenting the truth to cause them to walk away and into the soul. So Ma's throne, and notice that throne is THR, which is taking the high road, and one of the oneness, the unity consciousness, Ma's throne, or through whole technology in alternating currents of 111, of truth or justice of truth, of blind men and orphans, walking away to the soul in aggressive energy of communication, of dispute or stain-filled connection, or to calm the complexion or skin or filler. So again, the energy of learning how to walk away in an argument or stay calm to diffuse the argument. So tic-tac-toe, a piece of the puzzle in acing the truth in walking to the soul of karmic completion. Okay? It's always just one move at a time, right? Like tic-tac-toe, you're trying to block the other person from getting 3 in a row. So there's kind of that energy of the puzzle pieces of taking one step at a time and not freaking out, just enjoying the game, right? And doing it again. There's no need for tempers to rise. And if they do, it's time to walk away. So again, just staying calm. If you express, like I always say, if you express your full truth and do it with love and compassion, right, in a calm way, if someone gets triggered by that, then that becomes their wound, and then you need to let them go. So you need to walk away if they insist on having a fight, even when you stay calm. You don't want to add to the fire. You want to keep your energy high in order to diffuse their fire, right, to allow them to come down. At 312 here, which is the Empress and the 12 of the Hangman, and also 12 is written as 12/3. So the 12 of the Hangman, the 3 of the Mother, the Empress, the Gaia, the Abundance, and the 12 of the Seeing a New Perspective, in transition as the first card of the read and the underlying energies. Beneath the transition is the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we see the transition card. See the transition card here with the minis on top, 5 cards down and 5 cards out at the end becomes a 21 card read, which is completion to the other side. Beneath transition is 6 of Swords upright, King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups reversed, both of them. The 2 of Wands upright are the twin flames, and the Ace of Cups reversed, and then the transition card on top. And the birds are very lightly speaking outside. Not like chirping or singing, but just kind of like a little here, Little there, little something they're talking about. So moving to peaceful play. The King of Pentacles reversed with bad influence or no reunion. Choosing a path of dumping, breakup, push to their emotional limit. Ending death, dark night, and or transition or transformation. Dumping a load, a burden, responsibility. So the Divine Feminine in 5D drops the act or breaking patterns. Scorpio upright and Pisces reversed here. Overworking or not working out. The Queen of Wands upright and the King of Pentacles reversed in codependency or temptation waving, or the King of Pentacles reversed is a Capricorn with their ball and chain. Happy announcement to or about divorce and now single, or divorcee, sovereign, or with Aquarius and or Taurus in chart, standing up for self, or sovereign through a pebble for them to come to the window or balcony of the Ten of Pentacles family, business, or community home or castle in order to find peace or go travel with them. So again, it's like a friend coming to their window and, throwing a pebble at your window to wake you up. And there was definitely sweating it out here. Away from those out in the cold, or Patience and Emperor upright in transition, or Aquarius and Taurus calling sovereign to be ready when they get there, and they will leave if they are not ready to meet. They will leave if they have to wait. All right, so someone's warning someone they're coming to get them, and if they don't arrive on time or come out on time, they're leaving without them. And that could even just be picking up your kids. My mother definitely would leave without me if I wasn't there on time. So there may be a wound there also that's coming up. So injury or artificial leg, or Captain Hook on unstable ground at 327, which is the Empress and the Ace of Wands, or someone needs assistance in walking, or Hermit on break and customers disappointed, and the Empress by the field in the catcher's mitt chair as it's coming up like, I'm going to say that again. So on unstable ground, and we started from the other page as the injury or artificial leg of Captain Hook on unstable ground or needing assistance walking. So someone might have, hurt their ankle, and I actually know several people who broke their ankles, which is so weird. And then my left ankle started getting sensitive too, so I just laid off it for a couple of days so it wouldn't end up in an injury. But yeah, there's definitely stuff about the ankles going on. So unstable ground or needing assistance walking, or Hermit on break and customers disappointed, and the Empress by the field in catcher's mitt chair with heart as her calling card and ice cream her meal, or she on land and he at sea, or in emotional waters sending kids back and forth, or Taurus young lady getting out of the house to hang with the Empress, always willing to take them in, or both lost their mothers recently, which is common ground. Destiny of low energy or crazy kids, pets, or Leo or ego, the Emperor upright holding his tongue, but in need of sunshine and to speak his truth. Unable to ride horseback due to fancy shoes or wrapped feet, so diabetic issues could be coming up here as well. Cut off at the pass by crazy or drunk drivers, or dealing with out of control kids, being the calm in the storm, or Leo may be abusive here. And that could be egos out of control. Trust comes up here, and flirt on top. Both the Empress and the Emperor upright separately being there for the younger ones. Taurus upright and reversed, Libra upright, Aries upright, and Leo reversed. Dumping emotional attachments to fantasy or lilies of the field. This could be someone letting go of a picture or painting they like as well. Transitioning, cutting out that which no longer serves. Manly woman or feminine man in a death, end, dark night, or transformation. The evil Empress, there's two different Empress energies. The one I just brought up was a normal, kind Empress, motherly energy. This one is the evil Empress who uses her feminine wiles to manipulate and get her ways. So the evil Empress with Snake and Adonis's hands tied behind his back. The evil Empress with bad influences or sexually overexpressive, perhaps letting kids have sex in the house as she being the third party enabler, or having casual sex, her, using her feminine wiles to get what she wants, requiring gifts for sex, playing him like a fiddle when he may be thinking he's playing her. Red boots, conch shell, and lovebird wrangler crest, and dead bug to prove her worth, or waiting out an affair, being overconfident, assuming he'll be back for more of this. Like, this is someone who's overconfident in what they actually have to offer. So adventure comes up here with number 55 of the truth, Ace of Swords, and beneath it is leadership with 81 and the end of karma around the world. The Queen of Pentacles upright and the Page of Pentacles upright with issues at work. That can be the Queen of Pentacles with an invitation or opportunity, or with a child, but that also could be a younger partner who's acting like a child, or they could be two siblings there, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. They could be also two people just working together who are both earth signs with issues at work, or with relationship at work, school, church, or any place of co-creation, or mother and child with issues at work with depression, or a third party. Walking away from the King of Pentacles reversed and his business, which may be where he's all about the money, or he's losing money and status. This also could be a marriage or religious affiliation, or the Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles causing the issues at work, being arrogant and leaving the place a mess or disorganized, and the King of Pentacles reversed pissed off at Taurus, or pissed off that they treated his establishment this way, or refusing to go to temple or church. And this could be kids, refusing to go with their parents, or one partner refusing to go with the other partner. Aquarius reversed and Taurus upright, or business transitioning with Emperor of the East, which is coming up as the feminine kind Empress, holding tongue with one's reaping rewards together in a sexual adventure, 55, or karmic leech. The underlying energy comes up here as the Sovereign reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which again can be two siblings reversed, at 352, which is the Empress and the Queen of Swords. But the Sovereign and the Knight of Pentacles reversed are both powerless and frustrated after a sudden event or dumping a load and ready to go again. But again, there's this switch of energy of two children because the father may be pissed off at them. Let me just fix this card here. The good Empress wants to be seen. It's like the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the, not the Wicked Witch of the East, but the Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West is like coming up here, right? So the East is over there and the West is over here, which is funny because they're reversed, just like the land and sea. So bleeding out, going forward after this read, is bleeding out over an ending, suffering in silence with bliss, looking back at a big offer of time, money, and effort, and the Knight of Cups offering love, to hermit dumping a load or a burden or responsibilities while shedding light, on a quest for the truth, and the triquetra coming up again here, but no love offered in return, from unstable home, move, or visit of the Queen of Swords upright, speaking about healing in the aftermath of starting over. In the recent past here is the Hanging Man upright, hanging out, being wise, and seeing new perspectives, while the Page of Wands reversed and the Queen of Pentacles are reversed and frustrated, with the Queen of Cups upright, no longer patient in energetic exchange under the radar, in wounded warrior surrender to vulnerability, rejection of the past, with the King of Cups reversed, emotionally unavailable. All right, and that could be a couple or siblings there too, with the Queen of Cups upright and the King of Cups reversed. The Fool free to go to work with the Devil, ball and chain, or temptation Capricorn, and the High Priestess or Viking Princess, or Middle Eastern religious woman, or Capricorn and Pisces, or Fool working with the horny devil and a religious woman at work. So it's like, the angel and the devil kind of contrast there, that you're kind of trapped between two extremes, the polarities. And it's up to, remember, the victim in the middle to do the shift in order to pull the polarities in, to diffuse the situation. Sagittarius reversed, Aries upright, Capricorn, Pisces upright. Perhaps the Queen of Pentacles reversed is a Capricorn, and the Queen of Cups upright is a Pisces here, with fallen angel or Sagittarius Fool, and the foundation here being reflection or the Hermit or Virgo with light, a big offer to justice, divorce, or Libra, or trying to pay off a judge. In deception to end the suffering in silence, or issues with a sister, or sister act, or up before dawn, worried how it will go down or on. The central energy here is the Ace of Wands upright, one big flame, new passion ignited, with the Queen of Swords upright speaking about anxiety, prison, hostage, between her and Fool, leaving them hanging. Dissatisfied, not getting their way, rejected in prison of the past, with the King of Cups reversed, again, the emotionally unavailable man, drinking too much or depressed and unhappy with themselves. The challenge here being the Ace of Swords truth of that passion and ready to play ball, the world upside down, or the divine feminine in the 5D, or Pisces needing closure with the Knight of Swords reversed, lashing out, lying, or giving them the silent treatment. Defensive end, feeling sorry for self, and grounding, integrating an offer, and insecure without the tools to manifest. And the Page of Swords spreading the word of twins and or a new path after sudden event or epiphany and breakup and depression or lack of affection and arrogance. At 411, which is emergent big news, right? 411, 411, a big love at work is draining, with narcissistic Hierophant reversed and magician reversed, who's manipulative, dumping on the Page of Pentacles, who's been hurting themselves to be perfect and strong, tackling the beast, or with big hands and feet, or ego-driven, fallen angel, always on the boar, losing patience or temper, and Leo upright and Sagittarius reversed, always wrestling each other. So again, there seems to be a student or child, who's that perfectionist, always trying to please everyone, who's actually hurting themselves. And there's two red coat negative patriarchy energies here of the Magician and the Hierophant, both reversed. The Hierophant in this deck is very narcissistic, and the Magician reversed is never a good thing. But they're dumping on this Page of Pentacles, who's hurting themselves trying to be perfect and strong, tackling the beast, or big hands and feet, or ego-driven, fallen angel, always on the boar, like getting on their case, or telling them they're boring, losing patience or losing their temper, or Leo upright and Sag reverse wrestling. And now is the solar deity reversed, overexposed, drained, not well, burned, and getting over the loss, the regret, with Leo, pets or kids, or ego, and the Ten of Cups sham fam of the happy family, or it is a happy ending, in a breakdown of the Emperor reversed, who's out of control or losing control, with lover in divine marriage, again referring to the 411 emergent information, Leo and Cancer and Aries all reversed, with Gemini and Taurus upright here, with new information coming in and clarity urgently, offering new passion, growth, and creativity. At 417, which is the Emperor and the Star, transitioning Hermit hung out to dry, now with new passion, aroused and challenged by the whole truth, and then drained by it. Ending the nightmare, stress, suffering, silence, or sister, the Page of Pentacles upright and the Hermit with light, on a quest to reap rewards and spy on the King of Wands upright and the Emperor upright, which could be the same person. And by the way, the Page of Pentacles can be the Hermit Virgo energy here. So there could be a child or an adult Virgo or Hermit energy acting like a child, and that even can be a grandparent who's always been wise counsel to you, but now they're acting like a little kid, because as we all know, as we get older, we also become our child again. But this Page of Pentacles and Hermit with light on a quest to reap rewards and spy on the King of Wands and Emperor or their one person. The Wounded Warrior reversed in surrender, with the High Priestess reversed as well. Secret passion, or someone who needs to use their intuition who doesn't. And the truth out to standing up to the King of Cups reversed, who's either drinking too much, going through depression, or emotionally detached and unavailable, getting over the past falling out, or their bad childhood, or difficult kids they've been dealing with, and the King of Swords upright, holier than thou position, or a lawyer in a breakup. Soon here is the Five of Swords growth spurt of the war within, insecure without tools, at work, to sharing, settling out, and offering love just to not get their wish. It's like someone saying, I'm not going to go through all that, just to not get my wish. or to one who's dissatisfied and healing and rising above, awake, unstable, house, or moving or visiting or ending a marriage or party, and that's over. The wounded warrior surrendering and dropping the act, no longer the clown and hanging out. The twin flames here are seeing themselves as the Six of Wands reversed, perhaps feeling a failure or perhaps needing attention, but also doing things under the radar, paralyzed by their passions, in disconnect or at a distance with Sovereign and Empress. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is stubborn, stuck, or letting go to fix or repair just to get out of a divorce or away from the Hierophant reversed, who's dumping on the Empress or pushing her buttons. Or Taurus reversed lied, cheated, or stole and blamed it on the Empress, or dumping their emotions on the Empress, or just overwhelmed. The Sovereign upright and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, in disconnect or at a distance, and these can be siblings as well, and Sovereign staying with the Empress. In Taurus, the Taurus thinking outside the box, when can't go to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the falling out between the two, feeling a failure and needing attention. There's Taurus upright and reversed in this energy right here, but it's all about Taurus right here. Very soon, chemistry and reconciliation all come up for the twins. Around them or how they're seen is the Two of Pentacles reversed, over the worst and no longer confused, with the Knight of Wands rushing in to the rescue, making an announcement to those in need with breaking patterns and needing to let go or drop their facade at 433, which is the Emperor and the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself without being defensive. The block here being the Eight of Cups reversed, uncomfortable energies of not walking away when needing to, unstable, move, or visit, in completion and karmic completion of walking that fine line, in leaving home to be free, the Bengal tiger through the ring of fire, in a breakup to third party with death and transition to peace or travels, or back to overworking as the King of Pentacles reversed, destined in a move. Leo or Sagittarius upright, Aries upright, Libra and Scorpio upright as well. Gemini and Sag reversed here in a heated, humid. It's like coming up as humid as the heated is really hot, right? So Gemini and Sagittarius both reversed in heated, humid conflict of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community dysfunction, or loss and uncomfortable in not walking away without guidance or in a divorce. Starseed to take a leap of faith, a fresh start with Trinity or workplace. And the Chariot or taking it on the road at 438, which is the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. So peace of the King of Pentacles reversed with third party, twin flame, dumping a load, purging, crying, or in transition, reflecting, or Scorpio and Virgo under the radar, breaking patterns and hanging out with inspiration, challenged by the truth, growing frog to prince, uncomfortable and drained through the ring of fire, and Lion's Gate, which is graduation every year, expanding outside the box. Again, expanding through to the other side. At 441 is the Emperor and new love, spiritual love, self-love, for the new star and the bomb dropped into their crown, coming together at work. The twin flames overwhelmed in transition, hanging out in divine marriage, reflecting new passion and challenged by the truth and low energy. Under the radar, stretching from frog to prince, the internal war of breaking patterns, of not walking away when something no longer serves them, being strong through the ring of fire, in the pursuit of happiness, spirituality, with your own guidance, not guidance outside of yourself, opening the crown to downloads and co-creation, ascending and moving forward boldly at 444, which is all about the angelic realms. Break on through to the other side. So let's go ahead and pull a few oracle cards for you guys. And then I'm going to let you go. Okay, so from the animal deck, and we had these wonderful cards from the Norman deck in the beginning, and we'll see how the animal spirit cards reflect that energy. And again, we had 12 of a dozen and endings, and the Hangman, seeing a new perspective, along with Scorpio and the Sun. Now, I don't know how Scorpio is aspected right now, but we are dealing with the Sun in the summertime. And Leo, so for me every year, it's like through now, around mid-June, through Lionsgate is the huge graduation period. And then the post-graduation period is like, you know, time for a break before we start over on 9/9, which is like starting the school year over again. There's like you know, all of a sudden you're dropped into not feeling connected to the 5D anymore. It's a weird feeling. So let's see what the animal spirit cards come up with. Oh, and that one just flipped. Let me see if I can find that one right there. Yep, there it is. Just that one, yep. All right, we have the camel, and he's very independent, right? He carries water in his hump, and he gives you a ride. He's not afraid, and he's fine with himself as he is. And you see a blue moon there. Blue moon, I see you standing alone. And also blue moon is referencing to June and spooning, right? Spooning in June. And then there's the turtle, which has been coming up big time this week. And the turtle saying, go on past me. If you need to go faster, go past me on the road. So if the turtle and the camel, and Spirit's connecting with me, if the turtle and the camel cross each other's paths, the turtle might say, go ahead of me, I'll catch up. And then we have the shark, who's going their own way. You can go your own way. Okay? So they're each going their own direction. The camel's going back, the shark's going forward, and the turtle's going upward. They're taking their own time in their own space, their own direction. You can go your own way. And you notice the turtle's the only one with lots of color in them. And then the dragon's eye comes up as the spiritual card, kind of closing the cycle of the three coming out together. And then they just show three more to help us with the pattern here. But I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck. With the bottom of the deck is the Cosmic Egg, which again is the final card of the deck, which came up this week already. So there's definitely completion here with the doughy-eyed sweetness, right? The innocent that came forward, you know, when that feeling of being left for dead with only Bambi to the rescue. Well, there's the Bambi innocent one. But the innocence is coming up as the strength here in culminating the cycle, the deck, wrapping up that cosmic egg of the rainbow bridge now sealing around the earth, and then the colors coming into the earth in order to wake the collective. We have the other three cards that came out here of the rabbit, which is afraid, the star, which is superficial, and then the bat, which maybe have gender confusion or they don't know who they are, right? Because it looks like a scared little mouse, but with big wings. It's the same thing as like the bee and the butterfly. The butterfly looks like a bee who doesn't understand, they haven't grown into their wings yet. So there's confusion here for all of these. This one's in fear, right? They're just scared of everything. The star is superficial, which is a fear that they're actually not enough. And then here is the bat, who thinks they're still a mouse. They're playing small, but they actually have these big wings. They need to learn how to use them. So it's again teaching these other energies in fear how to use their abilities to their advantage and in a loving way that's true and authentic to them. Okay, so it's like, here's like, these are like the people who have been on the path already. Like, right, they're splitting up to conquer all different directions instead of focusing on one. Like if they all stay together, they may help the rabbit, but there's no one there to help these two. So it's like they're splitting in three directions to lead the way so that they can get all kinds of people in all different situations, okay? So it's like, even though there may be twins friends who like to hang out together, the purpose is to spread out so there's a twin in every area, in every line of work, in every place to help guide people who may come to them for direction. And then we have the dragon here, which we're going to read the first one and the dragon. So the camel is fire. And it's resourceful, independent, and knows themselves. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, which can be judgment or anger, and again, conflict coming up and how to deal with conflict, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. So, and it looks like the camel's going back. So he may be dealing with people from the past or people with past life issues or Akashic Records type thing. And then we have the turtle going up and ascending because the turtle takes their time. They're real slow and they may be dealing with people who need more time to understand the etheric realms and how to get there. And then we have the shark going forward who's always ready to attack things, right? They got their nose on the grindstone, their sonar, laser, focus. The focus of a shark. They don't need their eyes. They use their senses. You fill up my senses. So the shark is going by their radar and they're just following their own radar. They're honing in on where they need to go. It's like the shark isn't thinking about what direction they're going. They're just following their instincts and going their own way. So then we have the dragon here, which is the cover of the book. And the dragon is the third chakra, the solar plexus, the confidence, seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, which can come up as the dragon. The one who is watching us, this is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see the beauty in the world, their Agni is dim, and it is described as the inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So again, that spark of intelligence and the solar plexus of confidence, what it means to be confident, to be able to be in your truth with love, but yet stand down to someone who insists on starting a fight. The third chakra is the subtle energy of the dragon that lives at the navel center. In the Manipura chakra, the Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. So it's a calling to get our digestive tract situated and comfortable and happy. So you might want to focus into your tummy to see what it's asking you for, and you can just place your intention on your stomach and your intestines and ask what they need from you, and a message will come to you. If not at that moment while you're meditating, it will come later, and you can do muscle testing by just holding foods and vitamins close to your solar plexus, by standing shoulder width apart and closing your eyes with your knees not locked, but just gently standing there, allowing your body to move forward or back will tell you whether your body actually wants that or not. So if it moves into it, it wants it. If it falls back, it means it doesn't want that. So you can play with that and see how your muscle testing works with certain foods and vitamins. And also perhaps detoxes that you may want to try if you want to see if your body really resonates with that or not. So that's coming up for that. And let's see what and again, we have the crown chakra at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely a completion here. We're definitely at a completion point in the year. And now we're in graduation period through Lionsgate. And then the post-graduation period of kind of feeling without external guidance, you know, really left on your own, to your own devices, to feel into that. All right, so from the journey of love, what is the message for the twin flames? Okay, we have eruption of light. This is the Hieros Gamos of coming into the 0 point, and boom, you know, where you explode up and down at the same time in order to collapse all the timelines into 0 point. The eruption of light of justice, truth, and balance. And then there's 2 cards and another card that want to be seen. The bottom of the deck is Hidden Beauty, which is 45, which is the 5 of Cups. The grieving card, perhaps. The need to purge, perhaps. Right? Let go of the past. See your hidden beauty. And again, the sweet soul rising of the 20 and judgment. And your inner child, right? Your inner child always sweetly judges, right? They're always loving and kind. So tap into your inner child, right? To allow yourself to release the past, the way you saw yourself in the past. You don't need to see yourself that way anymore. Tap into your inner child. To the other side. The cards that come up here for you guys, besides the eruption of light, we have the pearls threaded. Again, we connect through the pearl that we've each grown, which is the bacteria that's gotten into the clam or the oyster and then grows into a pearl, right? It's what we learn from the negative experiences. We're all connected through those negative experiences that have become the beauty within us. Okay, the pearl threaded, which is the Queen of Cups, of loving heart, focused on the heart, kindness, and her own intuition. And here's the twin flames of the 28 and the sacred convergence of coming together to the other side. All right. So here's the beautiful ceremony. And this card always reminds me of the sunken twin towers then rising. It looks like a candle even, right? It looks like there's birthday candles on top. These people, they look like 3 candles. And actually a 4th for the good luck over there. But it looks like the twin towers rising, and there's definitely a meeting of the Pleiadians I'd gotten at the Statue of Liberty a couple years back, where we were the angels at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, and the Pleiadian ship was coming in there. And here's the energy of something rising up from the sunken memorial at the Twin Towers, where it comes up, and all of a sudden there's a presentation there. The sacred convergence of the twin energies and the light, and all those gathered to see. But again, there's this birthday energy here of 3 candles here. And I keep getting 16 candles, which represents the memorial of 9/11. So I guess there may be some big event for 9/11 this year as well. The 38 of the Queen of Cups and the twin flames choosing a new path of the twin flames, which is co-creation. There's always a Y in the road, and being at 0 point, not needing to necessarily choose a path, but just be the witness observer. Okay, so we have these 2 after the eruption of light, right? Connecting the inner pearls of the twins. You see there's 2 here. And then the sacred convergence of the twins, like the Twin Towers in 9/11, and having a ceremony to honor them. The sacred convergence and coming together. 60, 50, 66, 76, 77. All right, so we got these cards add up to the 66 and 77, which is the Queen of Pentacles and the Sovereign, which is also the mother and daughter energy. We also have 49, which is the Get Your Wish card. And the 39, which is the Knight of Cups. All right, 39, 49, 66, and 77. The Knight of Cups being love and getting their wish. The Sovereign and the Queen of Cups being loving and independent. It's like the twins coming together, like the Queen of Cups is the feminine, the Sovereign's the masculine. And it can be vice versa as well. But being love, we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and their sovereignty and being the Nine of Cups, which is being happy with oneself. We have the two sovereigns here, the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which is the masculine and the feminine as well. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, along with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles here. Which again comes up like the Master of Ceremony. Very interesting. We also then have contemplation as a fourth card, which is the 69 of the Ace of Pentacles, an offer of a new life, an offer of time, money, and effort, a payment or a loan. But this is also time to contemplate, an offer of time to think about it. And again, that came up as graduation, right? We have graduation, the period of graduation, of connecting common threads and having celebrations, and then time after graduation to contemplate everything you've been through. And you notice how the colors match in these two cards, right? Because this is the main focus. This is the celebration afterwards, but this is then the contemplation of this 0 point connection, which is major. And there's definitely a tie-in with the twins and the twin towers. There is like, it's like the twin towers are a twin flame couple that were taken down below the ground in a tower moment in order to rise even bigger than before. Because now there's multiple buildings in honoring of the 9/11 memorial. So it's being taken down to be rebuilt in a whole new way, with a whole new perspective and intention behind it, in a positive way. And let's see here with the journey of love and 11. Okay, so the eruption of light is your every prayer is a power-packed eruption of light beamed into the divine presence. Some pray with fear or doubt, as though the prayer is not doing much at all. Yet you understand that prayer is powerful, that it is divine action set in motion. Your power of divine prayer emerges from your heart and out through your throat, whether you speak or sing your prayer silently within your own mind, or aloud for all the world to hear. Let your prayers be vocalized as feeling expressed to the divine, in words or song if you choose. You have the power to heal at your fingertips, and vocal cords. Through your voice you can heal. Let your hands be joined in prayer position at your heart and your mouth open to let the breath of your spirit move through your throat, creating sound. As you speak it, so shall it be. This oracle holds a message for you. Your words have more power than you may realize, and you have a special ability to heal with words, to bring light where it is needed, and to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You also have a message to bring. It might be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. You may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from the heart with others when you're engaged in conversations. This oracle says your voice is part of your power, so do use it. It simply states life begins with love. To complete itself again, symmetry is born, which is very much the energy of the read today, about coming full circle and completion and balance. Break on through to the other side. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, or do what's right for you. It's 10:16 on the clock, which is just a turn for the better in the tower moment. And then 1:04:04 it was over here, moving into the lovers of the 6. The 1 of the magician, the 4 of the emperor, and the 6 of the lovers. And magician embodiment. Okay, guys. Rise and be loved. Be good to yourselves. Have an amazing day. And take a deep breath. Rise and be loved, guys. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing one.